Now, it's 25 years since she first joined EastEnders as Janine Butcher. Now, look at her there. Now, Charlie Brooks has taken on another villainous role on stage. I'm not sure if she's better or worse, but she's the first woman to play the child catcher in Chitty, Chitty, Bang, Bang. Charlie joins me now. I didn't know that the child catcher could be a woman, but why not?
Why not? Here
Indeed.
I am.
There you are, making history. I have to say, in the original movie, when I first went to see it, haunted I was.
I think
emotionally scarred.
One of the scariest villains of all time, for sure.
Look at that child. I mean, really, the whole generation. A whole generation.
Yeah.
Are you basing your child catcher on him, or are you
not
really? What are you doing?
It was a really. It was a really interesting rehearsal period because it's like trying to find your own thing when something is so well known. It took me quite a while. And actually for the costume and the makeup and that hat and the shoes, for it all to really come together, which can be really scary when you don't feel like you're getting into the last minute.
Right.
But I would say it's not the same.
No,
it's not the same.
Because you put your spin on it. Of
course
you do.
Yeah.
I mean, but the child catcher now will be up there with, like, Cruella de Vil as, you know, the real villain.
Yeah.
You like playing baddies, though, don't you?
Yes, I love it. I love it. That seems I'm leaning into it, Lorraine. That seems to be what comes to my door.
You've got a great cast as well.
The cast are
Smashing
amazing.
cast.
I love every single one of them. I've been away for 2 weeks, so I can't wait to see them all tonight.
I know, because you do become so close. And
So
like
close.
Like a family.
I know. I just love them all. And they're all so brilliantly talented. Like, it's such an amazing team of people. So I'm really excited about getting back on stage tonight. It's always a bit nerve-wracking when you've had 2 weeks off. You're like, oh, can I remember?
Will I remember everything? I know. But then the car flies.
The car is like the star of the show.
It's wonderful. You must hear the oohs and the ahs of the audience and the kids getting wow.
Yeah,
you know.
when I first watched it from the side of the stage, like, I had goosebumps. It's so moving. And I think because it's such a huge part of all of our childhoods, you know, it's just amazing. And every night now I'm like waving to Elliot out, and the kids at the car at the side of the stage.
Oh, it's great, but that's
just
good.
joyful.
Of course
it's joyful.
it is. And like I said, you do have fun being the baddie, and you have been Janine for a wee while. And what I like about it is she bounces in, creates havoc, and then goes away.
Yeah.
Or she's put in the jail, or whatever's happening. She's in jail just now, right?
I think so.
I think she's in jail just now for another nefarious thing that she's done. But that must be quite good, just to go, you know, to be able to go backwards and forwards and do that. I mean, she's not been killed off.
No, she hasn't yet. I'm sure some people would like to kill her off. And I think if we have too much of that, you know, to stay in that and to have Janine for too long, then, you know, somebody on the street might actually want to kill me. But
I don't want to do that.
Especially when I went back in and broke up Mick and Linda. That was like a whole world of abuse and heartbreak for the Mick and Linda fans, let me tell you.
But do you get, like, people in real true life, I mean, surely they can distinguish the fact that you're not Janine.
Some can't, Lorraine.
Some
can't.
You get shouted at?
I still get, you pushed Barry off a cliff. Like,
but you did push Barry off the cliff.
No, I didn't. He slipped. And Danny Dyer and I would have this debate all the time. It's because I would defend her. And that's the thing about playing these bad characters. You know, you have to get underneath their why. And that's what makes them so interesting. And so I still have, like, huge sympathy for Janine and see her as this lost little... She's a very complicated character. But, you know, I've been blessed with the storylines, and so going back is always really interesting.
Absolutely.
And it's always very juicy. So, yeah, I feel really lucky.
Now, look, you're passing on what you do because you've been doing this online theatre school as well.
Yes, I am.
Which must be a wonderful thing to do. Because if you find, I mean, I always think that with teachers, if they find a child that's curious and interesting, you know, you find a kid that's got great talent and you can nurture that.
Yeah.
Because you've got all, you know, you've got all this experience, so... Yeah,
absolutely, and that's what I do. You know, I mentor on there and share my experience. It's an online platform. We do in-person events as well. But also I use my little black book of, like, directors that I've worked with and casting directors that I know and other brilliant actors who come on and share their experience. And the arts and everything is being cut so badly through schools and stuff like that. So it's really good that we can nurture the young people. And also we have so many older people on there who sort of started out as actors but are revisiting and rediscovering, you know, that love of of acting.
Do you know, that's
what they
fantastic,
want to do.
isn't it?
I love
really
it.
is. I think that's a wonderful thing to do. Even if, say, you know, wonderful if you get a part and things happen, that's great. But at the same time, it's just good fun.
It's great fun. It's great fun. We have brilliant events on there. And the thing is, it's really hard to get an agent or to get into this industry unless you had 3 years at drama school or you were a child star.
Right.
So how do you get an agent unless you've got that showcase in the 3rd year? So what we're really trying to do is offer opportunity, and we do loads of free classes on there. You know, opportunity to people that ordinarily wouldn't have it, from Scotland, or I'm from a small town in North Wales.
Sure.
They can't get to the big cities. So it's, you know, we're really seeing it take shape and start to work for people, which
That's
is
where the
just
internet
amazing.
can really work as well, which is really good.
Yeah.
Now, look, we saw you, which I thought was good that you did I'm a Celeb, because then we saw you.
Yeah.
We didn't see this monstrous person, you know, Janine, or any of these baddies that you played over the years. We actually saw you. Was that one of the reasons for doing it? And of course, you triumphed. I mean, it's wonderful.
I think it was. Maybe, yeah. I mean, also, I'm really adventurous. I love the outdoors. And I remember I called Pam St. Clement, who plays Pat, and I was like, I've been asked to do this and I don't know what to do. She went, darling, if ever there was one of those that you were going to do, this is the one for you, you know. And it was an adventure. It's interesting because so many people, I was talking about this earlier, come to life sort of in front of the camera and get bigger. And I felt myself I do the opposite, actually, which was really interesting. And I love my food. I love my food.
I'm with you.
That was hard, but it was an amazing experience.
It was. We got to see you, which was lovely, actually, as opposed to the child catcher, which we'll see. Now, the UK tour, it continues, doesn't it, tonight?
Yes, so we're in Bromley, Milton Keynes next week, Bradford, we've got Torquay, we've got Llandudno, we've got Crawley. Oh, my God, I did so well then.
You did so well.
We've got Belfast.
That'll be great. Brilliant audiences, and they will love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Thank you so much for coming in and scaring the life out of us. Do continue to do that. It's good to see you.